So we have a lot of folks here today, volunteers, that I'll introduce to you as well. I just want to ask if anyone actually attended the tour the last time we had it. Is there any repeats? Did anyone have the kitchen tour at the airport from before? Anyone here? We didn't really repeat too much, but I just want to give you a little bit of an overview of our division. I'll be at the panel discussion this afternoon too if you have specific questions, but now's the time as well. I actually started with Continental 17 years ago in '90 with Chelsea Food Services, and we were a subsidiary of Continental at the time, and now we're a division of Continental. So we have 7 kitchens, 7 catering kitchens. We've got a tour up at the airport today of our actual facility where we make the meals and the carts and everything that goes on the aircraft. We have 2 kitchens in Newark. We have LA, we have Honolulu, Cleveland, and Denver. So in our kitchens, we have approximately 2,700 employees total. We cater 65% of Continental Airlines. We also cater other airlines. So we cater British Airways, Delta. We cater Alitalia, so we cater American, China. We have about 25 other customers, so we also bring in revenue for the company. And at headquarters here, we have about 40 employees. The majority support the operation, as well as all of the menu design and the airline side. So we always say that we kind of have the best of both worlds. We're the only U.S. carrier that still has our own catering division. So we really empathize with the airline side of things and also the catering side of things. We are also catered by 135 other cities, Gate Gourmet, LSG Sky Chefs, and our other catering vendors as well, where we don't have our own kitchens. So we manage that process from up here also. After September 11th, you guys know all the airlines went back and said, should we remove meals? We did the same. Gordon was our CEO at the time. You guys obviously met Larry last night. We looked at that and we said, from an expense standpoint, what would we save? Caterers were actually taking the risk because the airlines took the food off. So the caterers said, we'll propose this to you. We'll take the risk of the money and the waste of the food. For us, we are 65% of our own caterer. For us, it didn't make sense. We went away, but we did come up with about 100 other ideas on how to save costs for Continental. We still did the right thing from a business perspective. As an example of salt and pepper shakers in first class, we have disposable, so they're a nice souvenir that you can take home with you. We used to have glass. We only got about 2 uses out of those glass ones. So whether they were dumped in the trash, labor to fill, to clean, and then to refill was huge in our kitchen. So we went to the disposable, and it was about 500,000 savings in labor and product. So those are the kind of things that we looked at to say, how can we save the company money but still keep meals at mealtime? From a menu design standpoint, I'll go over a little bit of our process. Is that we do have a Congress of Chefs and celebrity chefs that we work with as well. They get together and really come up with new menu designs. November 1st, we have our first class menus will be changed. It's the first time in a couple years. So we'll have all new selections out there. We just completed our business first menus last year. And of course, Monday is huge for us. We have our new Mumbai operation, our new Mumbai flight. Ziggy, who is our Managing Director of Food and Beverage Planning, visited Mumbai. Our caterer over there is Oberoi. We did a bid. He developed the menus. Our chef in our Houston kitchen is from India. So he went over with Ziggy. So if we don't have the expertise, typically within our division, we have a wide array of people and resources that we can pull from. So again, from a menu design standpoint, celebrity chefs here in Houston is Michael Cordua. How many people are here in Houston? Okay. Ooh. Wow, the last group, there's a lot more. So America's, Churrasco's, and some of those restaurants as well. So we pull from that and we put together our menus and really focus on the quality side of things. Going forward, again, I talked about Mumbai's our big operation coming up. Within this group, I'll kind of explain a little bit what we have for you in the room here. Is we have, did anyone see Bravo's Top Chef, the show recently? Yeah, so we were really excited about that opportunity. We have Chef Jerry in the back, who was actually our cameo. And And also Cynthia Schaefer was behind the scenes and really handled a lot of it. We brought the crew into our Newark kitchen and they actually modified it some, looked very clean, was a great operation. And then we took them over to the hangar and they worked in the galley and served our flight attendants on board. And what the show really portrayed is, you know, besides Continental kind of all over the place, but it showed how difficult it is behind the scenes, what really happens behind the scenes. So we've got that on display for you. We have a business first menu that I know Ziggy will talk about a little bit, give you a little bit of an overview on that. And I want to go around the room and just introduce you to a few of the folks. I talked about Ziggy as our Managing Director, Food and Beverage Planning. Ziggy oversees all of our team from a design perspective. Felicia actually works on all of our caterer pricing, making sure that what we design is in line with the prices. Victor works in our Houston operation and supports these functions and has lots of cameos and different pictures around. Jerry, I talked about also as part of our executive chef for our support design team. And Jane Bernier-Tran is our Senior Director of Planning and Operational Excellence. So she has kind of the world of our catering side. And I think behind, and then we have Gabriella. She's our most popular. She's our senior buyer for our wine and beverage program. So if you guys have any questions, we actually have wine tastings in this room and menu presentations in this room. This is what we'll usually set up, and we'll have our tastings, and we have our wine masters that help us pare down the wine selections, and we typically taste about 30 different selections. So first one probably gets a little bit more attention than the last. And then we have Joe Strauss, make sure I don't forget anyone. Joe Strauss over here is over our publications and our menus as well, so she puts everything on our website, kind of handles that. Sue Needle in the back is our manager of financial controls. She handles a lot of our catering bids and different things that we do from a financial standpoint. And I talked about Cynthia Schaefer is our manager of product support, so she